Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. Today is Sunday, January 31st. Okay, hope everyone's having a great weekend after a spectacular week last week, making some huge percents on some of the earnings plays and some of the actual moves and planning of the SPY, breaking that support line and that trend line. Everything has gone as planned. If you saw that webinar we did about a week and a half ago, that has all the details in it. So make sure you check that out if you have not. Okay, something we're offering new. That's going to be the new WhatsApp. You can follow my trades on WhatsApp. Yes, there will be a monthly fee, and it is something we're offering to anyone, not just our members. But you'll be able to do that. There are only seats for 100, so you might want to act fast. You can go to the Join Us page at Milestone and grab that link, and it is the first column. It's You'll see the big WhatsApp icon, and we will be posting our trades live, so you will get that to your phone as soon as it takes place. So it's something that we need to offer. Many members and other people are looking to follow exactly what I do, and I never post what I do. Very, very rarely, if I do, actually. But this will have all the details on it, on what I do, my stops, my entries, my exits. That way you can track me as I roll. You can see what I do, and for an example, like Facebook this week with the 4,300% and some of the other things that we did. We have a big week of earnings coming up, and we are all set up for it. Underneath the chat room is a list of my favorites that I'll be watching, so make sure you check those out. We do have those laid out in our special program, so we'll be able to monitor those and make the appropriate calls. Those calls will be delivered on what I purchase through WhatsApp, so make sure you get that app if you'd like to see and follow along on how I do for this week. Okay, and that service is available now, and again, we only have seats for 100. It is filling up very fast, so make sure you do that as soon as possible. All right, let's get right to it. SPY. As everybody's seen in the webinar, we did say what was going to take place, and we had a couple of days of consolidation prior to that move. There's a 3-day difference between what we posted and what is taking place, so that is absolutely perfect compared to what we said. It was going to be a 3-day lag, and here's the 3 days. It really worked out great because here's a 3 days consolidation. Okay, so it did make that big move and broke the trend line that we needed to break, and we notified all the chat members and what was going to take place at that point. So if you want to join us in chat, that's free also. You can get there by just becoming a silver member. Okay, just become a silver member, milestonecapitalgrowthportfolio.com, and you'll be able to see and learn quite a bit of stuff and see some amazing charts and trades. Okay, so now what we're looking at for Monday, I have a little bit of a concern what took place the last 15 minutes or so. With the volume blow off on just about every chart that I've looked at. So there was a massive volume blow off in the very short term at the end of the day without a big move. But the daily chart looks fantastic right now. We broke this consolidation that was going on these 5 trading days right here after this nice move from here. So right now, so far, our plan has been, we're looking at about 9% for the move for the upside right now with $13 and 7% right now. Okay, so we're right on track. We do have a 198 target for this, but I have a feeling we're going to start out with a dip on Monday. If that's the case, if we start out lower on Monday, we open lower, expect us to go higher that day, and the following day. If we do open with a gap up, okay, tomorrow, understand that we really feel that we're going to pull back down again and find some support, or it could be a pretty hellacious sell-off. So you're going to have to evaluate that. I'll be going over that live in the chat room. We will also discuss some of the earnings plays on that. Something we like to do is make sure we have our trades going in the right direction and what we're going to play. So sometimes most of the time, we use whether it's an ETF or some kind of industry to evaluate some that are oversold or overbought, whatever the case may be, whatever we want to do. So we're looking at BIB for the week. Actually, for the next 3 weeks, we're looking at BIB. There's 187 tickers inside BIB. inside the holdings there, and we have narrowed it down just about to 25 that we're very excited about via options, options only, not for stocks, but potentially it could be stock trades for you if you like to play big. So we're going to be watching those very close this week, and as I do enter some of these, I will be posting them on the WhatsApp. So they look really good, and the reason why we're looking at BIB, it's been sold off very nicely, and it did break this box right here, but it's kind of finding a bottom for itself right now, and the conditions are very oversold. And this is the daily time frame we're looking at right now. We're going to evaluate a couple other times frames, but we do have this nice little gap right here about 71. Eventually, it's going to come back to it. We don't know if it's going to be on this pop or gradually get back to it, but it's going to need to find a double bottom. It's going to need to break a trend line, and we're going to be managing all that. And as this breaks, what's going to happen is those tickers that are inside, this holdings, it's they're going to move. So we've evaluated what is going to move the most, what is in the best position, what's going to give you the best percent, and so on and so forth. So that's what we'll be monitoring for the next couple of weeks, like I said. So you can join that WhatsApp and you'll be able to follow right along on that. But I will be going over this in the chat room for our members and non-members at the same time. So you'll be able to look at the different tickers and so on and so forth. But specific trades that I make will be in the WhatsApp. So taking a look at the weekly now, you can see this has been really sold down pretty hard. Every time it tries to make a move back up, it gets sold right off again. So it could be a nice little move here if you're looking at this on a weekly time frame. Just to get back up here to the middle Bollinger Band. You're talking about $60, and it's at 43 right now. We have found some support right here at the 200 SMA on the weekly, which is very good. It has to hold, of course, and this is why we're going to monitor this very closely because it does have, it's been in a rough situation. But any bounce on this could be absolutely epic. Okay, so the weekly is really rough, but it has come into the support pretty solid. And I want you to take note of something else too on the monthly. Monthly looks fantastic in the sense that we've already gone from the big move that I said from the upside all the way down to the lower Bollinger Band. So we bounced off the 50. We're at the lower Bollinger Band. We're just going to need some the daily time frame and the weekly time frame to stop getting a little confidence, so this can level out and then start going up, and this will level out and still go up. Okay, so we keeping an eye on this here. I do think it's going to go much lower, but I do also feel that there could be a very exciting bounce in it. And as you can see on the quarterly, it's definitely broken, but the middle Bollinger Band is also right here. So I'm looking for the 37.37 to be my absolute perfect entry. But we'll have to see how this pans out from here. I can show you more charts on this that'll show it to you, but I'm managing all that stuff, and we'll be able to keep you posted in the chat room for that. And like I said, my purchases will be on WhatsApp. So make sure you get that. We're really going to be moving into that direction and posting a lot of the live stuff. So this is the hourly. You can see, even though the market has moved tremendously, but you can see from the 28th and tonight, 29th, there's been some solid consolidation going on right here. And then finally, a little bit of move to the upside. I'm waiting for a couple of things to take place before I start alerting any of the stuff or making my entries also. But we are on high alert for this one. We could get some beautiful moves to the upside. We do have another gap a little bit lower. That would probably fall in line with some of our trend lines. We have this one here that was not filled, and then we have one other one right here. So we're going to have to keep a close eye on this. There's a lot going on, and it could be a very lucrative week just playing these tickers that we've established. Also, the earnings. I'm a high stakes gambler when it comes to earnings, but I'm very picky about it, and sometimes I do very well. We rocked Facebook and a couple others this week. Amazon was one of our big ones also. We did fantastic on Amazon. So, we have Google, Mattel, we have Tyco, we have tons coming up. Tomorrow night is Google, so I will be setting up my trades for that tomorrow afternoon, and I will be letting all our WhatsApp followers in on those. So have yourself a fantastic night, and we will see you tomorrow in the chat room. Just email us on the website if you have any questions about the WhatsApp, and we will gladly respond. Have yourself a great day.